This is lesson 21, and this time I thought we'd take you out of Norfolk from Bennett's Abbey and the Cromer Beach, and we'd travel to Scotland. And this time I want to paint a Scottish loch. There's a croft down here, the path leading to it, and the bit of a loch in the background, and the mountains all around there. So let's get cracking. The colours are the usual colours I used there, so we've no problems with that. So I can move that. That's that out of the way, and there's our sketch. It's pretty straightforward, and it's pretty straightforward. It's a nice picture, so you'll enjoy this probably, hopefully anyway. So let's move that off. I've got mine sketched out ready. I've got the colours mixed ready. Save a bit of time. That's the colours I've got there, look, all mixed, all ready. So all we've got to do now is paint. We've got to have a nice day again. Clean water this, folks, clean water. I'll put the sky over some of these rocks and that. All these cliffs, or mountains, or Munros, I think they call them up there. The small ones anyway. Let's see. This is our ochre or sienna. A bit of sunshine in there. And we'll have some nice blue sky now. Lovely blue sky. I can hear the birds twittering. It's a gorgeous day out there at our shed or studio, whatever you like to call it. And they're singing their hearts out. I join them, but I can't sing. Let's see what we're doing down here. Right. That looked like a start on that one. Well, I'll put some of this pinky stuff in the base here. I'll just clear some of that weight of that water off there. Put that pinky stuff in just down here. I think we'll sweep that up for a while there, see how we go. The light today is coming from over my left shoulder, say. That'd be nice, I think. That'd be in full sun. Clear some of this weight out of here. Let's see how we go. And then there's a bit of threatening cloud in the sky. Or in Scotland, I think, looking at the weather forecast, it rains quite a bit, you know. That's why it's so green, I suppose. I've been up there many times, but I do like it. It's gorgeous. I love the mountains. I love the islands. In fact, I was painting on the Isle of Mull. A castle called Duart Castle. Which is a lovely place. But that's for another day, that. Let's see how we're going down here. Let's blend this in a bit. Some of these bits out of the sky. Take it down in the distance. So the light's behind us, so there'll be no sort of cloud shadows really here. pull it out there, see how we go. I think what we'll do next, we'll do these distant mountains there, it's towards the Trossachs really. So they want to be kept in the distance, so I'm going to put these, peel them off a bit, give them some depth. I don't know what we've got here, that's quite nice. So they'll be in the distance, see, so there's not a lot of colour in there, it's subdued, if you like. Mind the lock. Just got that done, a bit of colour. That bit of shape there to depict a little bit of shape. Now the next ones are coming along. These will be still a bit bluey, but we can introduce a touch of warmth into it with some of this sienna colour. Let's put a touch of that into it, just to bring it forward a little bit. Let's just test that for colour. A bit more colour. So that's, I'm using this heavy bluey stuff on the top and adding a bit of the ochre into it. We should get a distant green, if you like. That's a subdued green. Down to the lock. And the other one is a similar distance away, so this will be a similar colour. So I'm working from the back forward on colour values and that. So as soon as you put that bit of warmth into it there, they go further back, the other mountains there. I'll sculpt a bit of colour onto it, put a bit of dark, this colour up here, but I'll stick a touch of that into it just to give it some shape. Because they're not flat, they're not straight, are they? That'll give it a little bit of shape, but don't put stags or anything like that, or reindeer or whatever they have up there. Just let it suggest it comes forward. Right, I think we'll start coming forward with these Munros or hills or whatever they like to call them, and we'll start painting the left-hand side first. This wants to be a rich green colour, because they get a lot. I said a lot of rain up there, so I'm sure they'll be green. This is the cadmium yellow, which gives you a nice rich green. And mixed in with is that lovely Windsor blue red shade it's called, and it gives you an attractive green. So let's pop that in there, shall we? This is the undercoat, if you like. We can sculpture it later. Get it down, mind the sky. Put that down there. Take it down to this one here. A little touch there. No, so that's the, if you like, the undercoat. So we've got to sort of sculpture that a little bit. I'll pinch some of that pinch some of this here dark here. In fact, we'll put a touch more blue in that, so we can darken it with that as well. Some greens in here. Some lovely greens in Scotland. It's a bit wet to do anything with just now, so I'm going to leave that a while, let it dry up a bit. Let's concentrate on the other side now. Some greens in there. Using the same combination. See if it's dry. Oh yes, I like that. That's a rich green. And when it comes down here, I'm going to leave some of this because I want it to show as though it's misty as well. Get some mist on this. Whoops. Take that out there, I don't like that. Bring it down here. Good point on this big brush. If anyone's interested, the brush is called it's called a Scepter Gold. I'm not trying to advertise, but it's by Winsor and Newton. It's not sable. It's a sable and synthetic blend. What I like about that is the sable gives me the water retention in the brush, and the synthetic material gives me the spring in it. Because sables tend to flop a bit, so that's where it scores. I've used them for years and I'm quite happy with them. Now what I want to do there, while I'm working along there, is let's see if we can find a dodgy brush I've got here. There might be a dodgy one somewhere. That's the one I want. That. And what I want to do is soften this edge here like that. Let me show you. And take out that, trying to give you some mist coming over the hill there. Take some colour out. I'm just scribbling it out with an old oil painting brush. Soften it just there. Lift it out, the colour. Take some of that out of there. The paper I'm using, it's got to be a sort of a rough, it'll take some treatment if you like, take some rough treatment. And if you're interested in the paper I'm using, it's called Saunders Waterford. The texture is called rough, and it's absolutely beautiful. You can really attack it. It doesn't hurt it. Not like that. Scrub at it. Real scrub at it. Right, let's carry on with this painting down here. Let's take some of this colour down to the bottom here. Take it across here. We're going to sculpture this a bit more, but I'm just doing the undercoat to get rid of the white. Right, let me just see if I can soften that edge again to blend the water in with that edge there. Because if you get mist coming over a hillside like that, you'll still see the greens or that underneath it, because it's called a sort of a lost and found technique. I don't know if you've heard that before. It's quite useful. Take that down there. It's nice just to lift some colour out there and show a bit of the mist. It comes up the mountain, coming off the locks, if you like. That's all right, nice, yeah. Right, I'll let that dry up a bit. I think I'll slip in the lock next. Let's come forward. So it's only a small area of blue, but as usual, what's in the sky will be in the lock, won't it? So it's similar colours to what's in the sky. Let's have a look. Let's put it nice and deep. That's good. Mind the croft, won't you? We don't want to ruin the croft. Careful around there. Use a brush that's going to help you get around it without disturbing it. They're not tidal, these things, so you'll not get no sort of lapping up the shores or anything like that. Taking that side there. Mind the chimney. So there's our lock. There's not a lot to it, but it just lets you see that there is a lock. A bit more dark in there, I think. That'd be lovely. That gets rid of that. Gets rid of some more white. No, we've still got plenty of white left here, haven't we? So I think I'll fill some of this in here. And let's get rid of the white, then we'll see what we're doing. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to mix some more greens here because I don't have enough green. And this is it's on the right and the left is like meadows they are. So let's put a nice green meadow in there, shall we? This is the cadmium yellow again with some of that Windsor blue red shade. Let's give it a nice meadow colour. Right, off we go. Just flick it in here. That's flattened that out a little bit there. And I think we'll put some at this side here as well, up towards the croft. I think they call them crofts, I'm sure they do. These little places where I think they live in them. These shepherds and things like that. It's a bit remote, but I suppose they know what they're doing. I don't think I could live somewhere isolated. I need people. We'll do this one as well. Right, and I think it's a bit too nice. I'm going to put some of this colour that's up in the sky here, and put some of this into it to darken it up a bit. Because it's not a lawn, it's a meadow, but it's undulating. In fact, our focal point on this one is the Croft, isn't it? And perspective and all that comes into it, because we've got to make it look as though it's going into the distance. It's a two-dimensional piece of paper, but we've got to make it look three-dimensional. Everything's got to lead towards our focal point. Right. That'll do. Do that right now. We'll darken that a bit more. And I think we'll put this bit of a path in first. Then we'll do that little bit last, and then we'll sculpture some of these hillsides. Let's put this bit of a path in. I've still got some of this raw sienna left here. Get this path in. There. It meandered into the distance up there. Remember, if you did that perspective lesson, we see how the perspective takes up there, then the other direction. I'll put a bit of dark in there as well. So that's sort of giving us the direction of travel. Now, while that's sorting itself out, I think we'll have a go at this cottage. It's snow sham, the cottage. But it's been nice to it's usually got a black slate roof on them, but this one's going to have a nice pantile roof, because it's going to stand out against the greens. That's the reason. It's artistic license, if you like. I think that's what they call it. They can't touch you for it. So we'll try that first. So we'll put some burnt sienna. That's a lovely rich colour. We'll put it on the roof. It's only a little piece, but that little flash of colour, with a complementary colour in this landscape is quite nice. Which is gives a nice little glow in amongst it all. It draws the eye straight to it, which is lovely. I think we'll have one or two windows in a door that I think you'll have a brown door. You know, it won't be a bright red one like I like, but we'll put a brown door in. Keep the weather out. And then we'll put some windows in. We need some windows, don't we? So I'll use that colour I've used up here for the windows. That should be alright. A couple of windows down in this one here, and this lean-to. This extension. And some down here. That's alright. Bushes, I think I want to make them a bit darker, these bushes. They're darker green, so they'll stand out. Let's see what colour we get here. Using the same colour, but more blue into it this time. Just to darken the value a bit. I think there's plenty of this, but when the winds come across the loch there, it shields the Croft a bit. That's round that side, and then some around this side as well. And it'd be nice. I just fancy putting some separate some of these fields down here. I'll put one down here. Just felt the urge then. That's what painting's all about, you know, feeling that urge and think, oh, I must do a bit there. And then at the end of the day, if it looks pear-shaped or awful, we'll paint it again. But I just thought it might help that. Whether you agree with me, I don't know. But we'll see. That's leading up to that. See, I want to do a bit of sculpting on these hillsides now because they're a bit flat and boring. Let's have a look at what we've got, what colours we've got. Let's have a look. Put some of this green to be nice in here, you know, to just to soften it down like this. Keep away from the mist, won't you? A bit of twiddle around there. A nice dark there against that light sky would look better. There. But keep away from your mist. A bit on that point there, that'd be nice. Just there. And then some on the head of the peninsula here. Down to the bottom of the loch, just a touch there. We get this lost and found effect with the mist. You've got to soften that a little bit, just to do a bit of softening just on that leading edge there. That'll soften that into the mist, instead of it being a harsh line. And same with this bit here as well. That'll do. Right, now we've put a bit more strength on this foreground one here. So we're using the same colours, but probably a little bit stronger this time. That's a cadmium yellow. And the winter blue red shade, the winter blue red there, this is a nice, gives you a nice rich green, but always test it on your test paper, won't you? I can't stress that enough, test it on there. So, ooh, it's a bit too dark, that, you see? That would have killed it, that would. So it's a good job I tested it on there because that would have been too much. You see how valuable that is, how useful it is. There, let's see what this is. Oh, that's a better green, that one. Right, so we'll see what we do with this one. Take this down here. When I get near the mist, slow down a bit and soften it. With that, just clean water onto there and soften into it, like that. So it's not a hard edge, it's softened into the mist. You're losing the value of the colour, because it's gone misty. Don't let it dry before you soften it, by the way. Stop and do a bit of sculpting. Soften it here like this. So the mist has got to be soft there. Bit of tissue. Take this. That's it. I don't want to lose my mist, whatever I do. Clean water again. Soften that edge. Tissue it out. Lovely. I carry on the painting with the dark green. Here again. Soften it. And this, I want to make some more of this Skycar. I've run out. This is the cloud cover. This the dark, because I want to put some darks in that side as well. It's make it more imposing, crevices and things like that. In fact, what else want that one there as well. So that's looking a bit more menacing there now. Now let's have a look at this side here. We'll tackle the other side now. See where we're going with that. I'll use a darkish green again. A bit more blue into that. And sculpture this side again. Because these two rocks are quite close to you, so they're going to be quite strong. So I'm not doing it too strong, hopefully. See what we got on this one. We've got some dark blues on there. Bring it down to the water's edge. That'll give it a silhouette effect against the loch. Some crevices in there. I like that bit on the top, as though it's sunlit. I might be able to just lighten that up a bit. I wonder if I can lighten it up a bit, that. Yeah, show a bit of sun on top there. Right, now these hillsides here, we've got to sculpture them a little bit, haven't we? Let's get these done. I think what I'll do now, a bit of stronger green on there. Because this hill is in front of that one, so it's got to be quite strong. And richer in colour because it's closer to you. So I'm putting more cadmium yellow in this because it's bringing it warmer towards me. As I say, I don't have a green on the palette, so I have to mix it. So I know they're going to be different because it's difficult to mix the same one twice. It's a secret weapon. Not knowing what you're doing. Right, that hill comes down to here, down to the loch. It gets in the bottom there. I'll put a touch of, I'll put some shadowy blue in the bottom there, down here. That'll give it a bit of shape, won't it? Right, I better dry that a little bit then. I'm going to get all my... Right, let's put a bit more green into this foreground here. There's a lot of green in this picture. That's why there's so much rain up there. It's so much green. So let's put this forward and make this hill is slightly in front of that one there. So let's get that moving forward. Shadow bits and down in here like this. I think that's. I can sculpture a bit more, but I don't know. I'll leave that bit. Let's do something with these fields at the front now, because they're a bit bland as we're coming forward. And it'd be nice, I suppose, if we could introduce some. What about some heather in it? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at a colour for heather. And I think we've got the colours for what we've used already. If you use some of that ultramarine blue, I'll try and mix a bit now. Ultramarine blue. Let me put these brushes down a bit. I'll show you what I'm doing. Then you can see where I'm at. This is the ultramarine blue there, so I'll pinch a touch of that. But I'm going to add it to this here pinky stuff I've got just here, to try and give me some a heather colour. A bit more colour into the heather there. I'll see what that looks like on my test paper before I commit myself. A little bit more pinky than that, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not bad though, not bad. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Now I can't paint every little spot of heather, but I think we'll have some bands of heather. I might wet it and soften it first, just an area here. I'm using the end of the brush there it's close to us. I'm going to indicate one or two bunches of heather. I don't want to get bogged down with this. It's nice to have a bit of heather, but I don't want to sort of make a career of it. So I'm just twiddling on here, just putting a bit of darker blue in the bottom here, just to give it some shape. Right, I'm fiddling now. I'm going to stop that. Now there's a fence here as well. I'll put that fence in. I'll better just wash these brushes out first to see where I'm going. That one out. I'll use that the rigger to put this fence in, if I can find it. There it is. It's not a B&Q. It's a rustic fence. So let's just put I think that this I put a bit of a hedge in here because it looks crackers that having a fence all the way down there. Right, let's mix a little bush or a hedge. This is the cadmium yellow, still the same cadmium yellow. Put some Windsor blue red in it. That'll darken it a bit. Let's see, just to test it, see if it's right. Yeah, that'll do. And drop it in here. That's where the fence stops, see, so we've got a bit in here. Everything's leading to the croft, have you noticed? Everything's pointing that way. I've run out of this colour, so I've got to mix some more, and hopefully it's similar. Let's see what we've got. Yes, that's looking good. A bit of fence down here, and away we go, and that's it. Where the root system is, we'll put a bit of dark in there to kill it off a bit. I'll pinch a bit of that colour there. This is the stuff I've got out of the sky. It's useful to hang about and have some of that on. Oh yes, some grasses or something like that. One or two grasses, because you get some grass, won't you? I think. Same colours, but hardly any water this time. This is just cadmium yellow and the Windsor blue red shade, but hardly any water at all. So we're getting a strong green. Right. I want to put some darken this base down a bit here. This little bit will bring this forward. I think I'll put some dark in there. I'll put some shadows in now. The thumb's over my left shoulder, don't forget. So this part of the croft will be shaded, won't it? That'll be shaded. The chimney will be shaded. So it'll not be a lot of shadow on this because it's that kind of picture. So look what we've got. So that front face is in sunshine, yeah. So it'll be just this end face here, which will be in shade. There, and the edge of the chimney pot there will be in shade. You'll probably get some indication of shade on that goes up the path there. Oh, what about some figures then? Oh, we're just going to have sheep. I think we'll have some figures. I'll not put a kilt on because although my name is Halliday and it's Scottish Halliday. Not many people know that, but it's part of the. I've been up to Moffat where the tartans are, and it's part of the Johnston clan. We've got like a green and blue and grey tartan, lovely colour, and I'm proud to have a Scottish descent name. I like the Scots, nice people. In fact, there's not many people that's not nice. Right, people. That's what we're talking about, isn't it? People. Oh, Fred. Fred, he gets all over the place as Fred. We'll put him his red jumper on. It must be worn out, this jumper, but he's still using it. I'll put Fred about here. He's got he'll be midway, so he's not that big. He is. Quite a well-toned lad. Got his arm out like that. Put him some trousers on. Dark-haired lad. We'll put Mabel in as well, because she's still coating. Mabel's. She's gonna have a jacket on here. She's gonna look the part, she is. I think they've rented this Croft, for a week, so I suppose they're going to be at the dinner on. There's Mabel. Matching jeans, of course. She walks down here. Be careful, I don't want to sort of blend into that. She's a bit cross-legged there. I think she can't get to the Croft fast enough. Actually, she's walking. I mean, it's nothing to do with wanting the loo. And of course she's so much in love because she's coating. Her head is inclined towards Fred. Like a bit of romance. Oh yes. Lovely. And of course they will cast a bit of a shadow, won't they? Because the light's coming over my left shoulder, so they're going to cast a bit of a shadow up here like this. See? There. And there'll be a bit of shadow under that eave. I nearly forgot that. Under there, where the overhang is, be a shadow there. And one underneath that one down there. Now I'm nitpicking now, so I'm getting to a stage where I'm looking for things to do. Let's have a look in the sky, see if there's a bird about. See if there's anything untoward. I'll put one in any case. It's nice to have a bird because it gives a bit of life up the sky there. And don't ask for a golden eagle or a peregrine falcon or a red kite. This is just a bird. I'll put in that light bit there so we know it is. This is a crow, this one. There he is. I say I'm looking for things to do, and as I've said on other of my paintings, that's the time to stop. Oh, I don't know though. I wonder if I just I mean, it might not work this, but we'll see. We'll see. In this field down here. Put 1 or 2 sheep in here, how's that? But you're getting value for money today, folks, I'll tell you. Don't go mad, just a few. And of course they're what they call black-faced sheep. I don't know if I'm sure somebody in Scotland say, "Good God, man, we don't have black sheep face up here." But anyway, they're doing this painting. So that one's having a feed down there, and he's down here having a look at feed, and that one's feeding down there, and that one is. Anyway, it looks like there's something down there. I mean, it might be fly tipping, but I suppose it looks not too bad anyway. So I'm looking for things to do, folks. So I'm going to stop now. I've enjoyed painting the Scottish Loch. I hope you have. And until we meet next time, it's goodbye. So goodbye.